Because I work for such a large studio, there's often a conception that we're only seeing material that is blockbuster movies or things that are meant to be commercial, but in fact we get all kinds of material. And the advantage of working at Universal, and this is true of a few of the other studios in town, is we have these satellite divisions, smaller companies, Unifocus, to do the lower budget, interesting adult movies, and we also have a deal with Blumhouse Productions where we're actually doing very successful, great, low-budget horror movies. My badge of honor, my claim to fame at the current moment, I should be able to go out to lunch on this for a little while, is that I'm the reader who gave a consider to Get Out. And I'm actually historically the first Universal reader, I think, to give good coverage to a script that then went on to win the Oscar for Best Screenplay. So it makes me feel good for a while. I've also, of course, endorsed movies that tanked horribly, so the record is balanced. But it's important to point out the industry has shifted so that what used to be midline or, sort of in the middle budget area movies, that bottom, much like the middle class in America, has kind of fallen out, so that the more interesting material that I read, I may refer to Unifocus if it's of a lower budget, and it's rare that we get something that fits in that comfortable middle. And so a lot of the times, yes, I'm working on movies that are considered to be commercially viable. Even a low-budget comedy is far more expensive, let's say, than a film made in Sweden generally. But commercial is an interesting thing. No one would have, if you had pitched The Shape of Water a few years ago, I doubt anyone would have said commercial blockbuster. So even the term is kind of more elastic than it used to be. Basically, we're just looking for movies that we think a mainstream audience will respond to. No one predicted the incredible commercial success of Get Out, and then there are movies that we think will be successful that don't hit a chord with an audience. But just to make one thing clear, when you read for a studio, your consideration is not so much good or bad or like or don't like. It really is about, is this a movie that can hold the big screen? Someone will be willing to pay a babysitter, go out to dinner, pay for parking, do all the things they need to do in their lives that will impel them to get off their butt and into a movie theater. So we tend to look for the projects that will fill the big screen and will have something, either we say event movie, meaning something that has some kind of a cultural hook, or something that we feel has a talent attached or a story idea that feels like people will want to see that in a theater, which is slightly different considerations from TV or for a smaller sized movie.